All right. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Can you see Ivan? We just talk again so I can check your peak.
Yes, I am Ivan. I am talking. I have a peak. I reckon about 23, 24.
That's right. That was excellent decibel guessing. I'm very impressed. Okay, so you'll notice everyone, I put a nice Mega City background on there, and we're in. So enjoy. We have a non-standard background and a non-standard setup because I'm kind of on the other side of the room from Ivan because I have to play with the keyboard and mouse, which is a real ball ache. So this is 2003's Dredd vs. Death by Rebellion. Cheers, guys, loud and clear. I had this on GameCube. I think, Ivan, you've seen me play this on GameCube before, haven't you?
Yeah.
Down in the living room. I mean, I enjoyed it at the time. The cold, hard light of day. Time has not been kind.
At the time, 2000 AD released a prog with a big poster of the front or of some promotional picture for the game by Simon Bisley. That was very cool. I very much enjoyed that.
Oh, nice. Well, it's an odd one because if you don't know, Rebellion, the game studio, bought 2000 AD in about 2001 from a company called Egmont. And there's a big hoo-ha about that, about how the two things would feed into each other. It took them for a while to make Dredd vs. Death. The big one really is the Rogue Trooper game, which I quite like and I want to stream one day. Now, Ivan is absolutely the best person to do this with me because we actually bonded over Judge Dredd. That's how we met, kind of, apart from, well, because we were in the same class at school. So this game, you say we like what they call it the gameplay, but it's absolutely consistent with the canon, with the fiction. It gets all of that. So in case you're wondering, if you start a profile with the name Rebellion, it's a really obvious cheat code. It just unlocks everything, which I've done, because fuck that. No promises here, by the way, that I can't promise I'm not going to lose my patience. Because this is kind of quite unforgiving in that it doesn't give you any clues and sometimes you walk around. So if I get fucked off with the level, I will just come out and go to the next one.
Yeah.
I make no promises. So I just wanted to go through some stuff with Ivan. So I go to battle mode. We're not actually going to do this, but one player versus bot. So I just wanted to go through like the character selection because they've really
wide, isn't it?
Deep cuts as well. Is it just here? One shot, one kill. Game description. Okay, let's continue. Okay, right. So here are our characters. So Cadet Judge. I quite like the Cadet Judge. It's a cool
Pretty
design.
cool Cadet Judge design, yeah.
So it gets really kind of there's some serious deep cuts in here. So Judge Hershey.
Sweet. As Chief Judge as well.
As Chief Judge, yeah. When you see her face up close, yeah, it's sort of like, I don't know how to describe it. She's got this face like a sort of haunted shoebox. She's got like these really sunken Wednesday Addams eyes and stuff. And we'll see. We'll watch the cutscene at the start.
DeMarco.
Former Judge Galen DeMarco. I don't think she's even in the story, but they fit her in. She's like an ex-judge that becomes a private eye. SJS Judge. So those are like in that film. They're the judge hunters. I quite like this SJS design.
Yeah. It's got the proper kind of crazy Gestapo SS vibe.
Yeah, it's the kind of Brett Ewins, Brian Bolland one from the 70s. It's cool, and if you do run around doing a bunch of crime, the SJS come after you in the single player, which is kind of neat. Rico is like not bad Rico. This is the young Rico, who's a character who came in later. Oh wow, here's some quid's worth of filth for your patience. Thank you, PW Gregory. He's tipped us already. Well, we've barely started. I'm basically doing a live Wikipedia page. These are the kind of game enemies, and they're fine. Whatever. I'm more into the kind of deep cuts that come. So where are we? So this is something about Judge. Judge. Death.
It's a good representation of Death.
Fire. It's a flaming skeleton.
Yeah, that's what he is.
I mean, they got these
Mortis,
right.
He's got the tail. For people who it's not very clear from there, Mortis has a horse skull as a head. It's a cool SOB.
Quite freaky. It's all about Fear though, with his bucket head.
Yeah, Judge Fear, very cool.
So we'll meet all those on our way. Random generic kind of perps and creeps. These guys are fine.
Yeah.
Okay, and there's Dredd, of course.
Anderson
with her tits hanging out is the kind of early
course.
2000s. It's a really cheesecakey. It's kind of a bit.
Yeah, we were talking
shit.
about that recently. How that's kind of is ended to a fair extent in games, or it's calmed down.
It seems to have calmed down, yeah. Because we were watching the clip from the older Mortal Kombat recently, and it was all tit-tastic.
Side judges.
Yeah, we've got side judges. So they're like psychic judges. So they're the same people from Anderson's department. If that's how you roll.
Med judge and tech judge, pretty straightforward.
Yeah, they tell you like. So the thing is, like, one of the problems I have with this really, the mechanics are in there, but there's not enough being a cop. You know, because the first level's very like being a cop, and there's not much being a cop. So I've got all the levels unlocked. We're going to start with the training level. where the most experienced police officer in the whole world is forced to turn up to work and crouch under some planks. So there's a statue, I guess, kind of me. So I've noticed this, you'll hear this at home. So I'm jumping, right? But he doesn't do it every time. Ivan can't hear it.
Oh, yeah.
But every time I press space, he just goes, ah! And he doesn't actually jump. He's making a noise. If I
maybe it's because he's an old Judge Dredd.
Morning, Dredd.
So, you know.
Glad you could make it for reorientation.
Oh no, this is something. No, so Rebellion had this thing, right? Oh, it's a graphic novel engine, and that was what they call their graphics engine. And I think it's just that. You see how she's constantly shiny? I think it's that lighting thing. They were very proud of it. I mean, I find it quite janky. But oh, by the way, also every judge is called Stand Still. Oh fuck it, we'll look at the next one. Also, Dredd's walking around without his helmet on.
Uh-oh.
Bling. So every judge that isn't me is called Judge.
Judge.
The judge family is very big. You know.
Nepotism in Mega City 1 is bad.
That's it. I mean, you know, the judge family started the judges, and now everyone's just judge. I don't know. I see what they were going for with the look of this game, but the character designs are kind of weird. I mean, I know it's 2003, but they're kind of weird designs.
Yeah.
Ben Kelly says, I replayed that first level so many times. Yeah, I get that. It's like the most Judge Dreddy level. He even says, oh my god, he's still going on. He even says, justice have a price, the price is freedom, when you get into the... which is a quote from America.
America the
Mike Judge's descendants. Exactly.
Ooh, Mike Judge takes that in a kind of flipping the script from Idiocracy.
Yes.
Mike Judge takes over America and becomes the police force.
In the fiction of Dredd. Is Judge Judy an executioner?
How about we run through arresting procedures?
Oh, I can shout. I always like you shout at people. There's because the Evil Dead games, there was a bunch of them eventually, but they had a button where you could make Bruce Campbell say things.
Nice.
So the voice of Dredd in this is a guy called was I've got to go get the fucking tech judge. What was I saying? Oh, that's distracting me now.
Little comeback.
We can do this the easy way.
Oh yes, games where you can say things. Yes, that's right.
Use action to tell Bellis to follow you.
Come with me.
So
Dredd, get to the elevator.
the voice of Judge Dredd is Toby Longworth, and Toby Longworth, he's in like extras. He's a British actor. He did loads of those Big Finish audios. So he's been in the Doctor Who ones. He was the voice of Dredd in all those Big Finish Dredd audios. Which I've never listened to a full one of them. Though, oddly enough, Mark Gatiss was Judge Death in one, and Simon Pegg was Johnny Alpha in another.
Yeah.
So yeah, Toby Longworth comes over from that, basically. I hate to say this, the voice acting in this game is fucking weird. Like, apart from him, but like there's so many similar voices. And weirdly, they just introduced the Lawgiver Mark III a couple of years ago, but this game 2003 calls it the Lawgiver Mark III.
Oh.
Instead of, it should be a 2, and it looks like a 2. I don't know if it... Oh shit, I actually ricochet. So yeah, it's the Lawgiver from the comics. So I get all 6 kind of bullets, and they want me to use a ricochet here. So let's do that.
Ricochet.
Now pick up the arbitrator shotgun.
The Arbitrator shotgun. It looks like the Widowmaker 9000 or whatever that Garth Ennis made, but it is not that. It's the Arbitrator.
Over to the table to get the
Law
long
rod,
rifle.
which is Judge Sniper Rifle essentially.
Change your ammo type to single shot and zoom in on your target.
Certainly will.
Now it's time to test your skills, Dredd.
Oh, well, a bit of hostage rescuing. That's kind of meat and potatoes for Dredd.
Yeah, true that.
Rescue the hostage from the perps.
Hands behind your head, creep.
You can shoot the guns out of their hands if you get them correctly. I mean, you can do cop stuff, but as the game progresses, you just end up shooting shit.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Okay, so let's arrest some
You're
perps.
gonna spend the rest of your natural life in the
Yeah, stop assaulting judges, you fucks. Oh, and also weird obtrusive product placement for Red Bull.
Okay.
You'll see it. Oh, yeah. There's a comedy pot noodle, but there's like actual Red Bull, which is weird.
It's interesting also in a fiction where caffeine and sugar are both illegal. It seems odd to have Red Bull advertised.
Right.
My hero. Nice job, Dredd. You've completed the training course.
So yeah, I think Boris said earlier, should they do an Arkham-style game like Dredd? I love Dredd. And my view of this is, I will say this much: I think it should be a third-person shooter, not a first-person shooter. So I think when you have a famous character like that, let's see, there's the fake pot noodle.
Yeah.
There's Red Bull's on the level after this. You should be able to see the if it's an interesting character, you should be able to see them. You know what I mean? And I don't think this particularly gains anything from being first person. But like hand-to-hand combat and stuff, and more being a cop, like True Crime Streets in New York had good. It wasn't the best game in the world, but it had good being a cop stuff. You could flash your badge and like call people out, point your gun, and arrest people and shit. Frisk people.
Oh yeah, I think kind of Arkham Knight type game sounds like fun.
Yeah, as long as Dredd's not backflipping and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Essentially, what I kind of want from a Dredd game is to police a protest. And then you go from kind of gentle, dealing with misdemeanors in the protest to full-on riot. And then you get to,
well, that's
swing the
frustratingly
joystick
that's how
around.
this game starts. Is you police a protest and then you just walk around mazes. It's like like a democracy protest and it escalates and shit. That'd be fucking awesome.
In the meantime,
It's quite a good Dredd chin.
Yeah. It's really stylized in a way I don't think it necessarily had to be.
Bleeding heart liberals. Time to dispense some justice.
You get stun gas as well. I can't remember how the stun gas works.
All that creep.
Oh yeah.
15 years.
So arrest some punks.
Out, lawbreaker. And you're lawbreaker. Spread 'em.
Yes, Nikki, tell us about. Dan Ford says, "Where's his siren?" Did you ever see Dan Ford's Judge Dredd picture?
Yes. I think I was here when.
Oh yeah, he made a bit. His shoulder siren. He patrols Terror City 1.
Yeah. So explain to the listeners what that is.
I will. Nikki just wants to tell us about Stoke-on-Trent Comic-Con, which was promised last week. So please, Nikki, go ahead.
That price is freedom.
I can't remember what that drawing is now. Yeah, no worries, Boris. Sorry I couldn't be a bit more long-winded. So look, the scene looks quite cool, you know. Even weirdly, if you put this on kind of the anti-aliasing all the way up, the game won't stream properly. It's really odd, and I only hit upon this yesterday, so I managed to get it working. Like last night, because I just turned down anti-aliasing and stuff.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me. I give up.
So you just shout at everyone. I'm pretty sure you can basically arrest everybody if you just shout at them. They've all done something.
Lawbreaker.
Belly wheel.
Give it up, perp.
I'll come quietly.
You're taking a 3-month vacation to the cubes. Drop your weapon. Hold it, creep.
I'm a Judge Dredd.
Okay, well when do we
6 months, lawbreaker.
Oh, wait, did you just fucking...
I'm innocent.
Down.
That is
Wow.
rude.
I mean,
Oh.
you know, arguably that death happened due to my lack of intervention. But,
Well, I think justice was swift and natural.
that fat lady had to die. Dan Ford drew this bizarre... Dan Ford, as we've explained before, does not do comics or any of this stuff at all. So we got him to draw Judge Dredd from kind of... It's like... Oh, interesting. It's like asking somebody who doesn't have a memory of a thing to recall a thing. Which is what he did.
Dead or alive.
John Wagner, nice.
Hands behind your head, creep.
Go on.
Months.
Loitering.
Taking you down.
come
A
quietly.
month in summer.
Fat twin. There we go.
Think things over.
Bet you're just
Yeah, so the med judges have English accents, which is a bit weird.
We can do this the easy
Interesting.
way or the hard way. I'm here to feel a slight prick.
Is it going to give me a med pack or just
Just going to inject
Yeah,
you
it's gonna
on
inject
the
me.
street.
straight injection?
You're under arrest. This sector's lawbreaker.
Uh-oh.
Don't move, creep.
There you go. Teacher. I need to just
Throw
check.
away the key.
Wait a minute, these judges are fascists. Yeah. Okay, I just need to check how you do gas. Strafe left, strafe right. Crouch jump, action challenge, grenade, Q. Okay, I'll take it. Got anything else?
Ooh, team talk.
That's for online.
Uh,
For that online.
I was hoping it was like a motivational button.
I'm giving you
Okay, I'm not gonna arrest everybody. That's gonna get old fast.
Streets of Mega City 1 would be safer if you did.
It's
That's
true,
all I'm
yeah.
saying.
Can we have a total conversion of this game with Nicholas Angel? I'd be well down for a Hot Fuzz game. Judge. There's a smoke around here somewhere.
Uh-oh.
Where is he? There's definitely smoke on this level somewhere.
Everyone knows he or she should be in the Smokatorium.
There's a level in the Smokatorium as well,
Nice,
just to
nice.
drive that whole thing home. Oh, I saw this off of this. Whatever. I'm not arresting everyone. Life's too short.
The, Apocalypse sometime says this game is Sajid Javid's vision of post-Brexit Britain.
Oh, mega lols.
We're gonna have to get ready for the Red Bull adverts everywhere. Then.
freeze. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. Drop your weapon. Freeze.
Dude, give up. Well, the ragdolls in this game are ridiculous. Rebellion have a thing about ridiculous ragdolls.
Yeah.
It seems to have cooled off a bit as per the Sniper Elite games, but fucking hell.
Freeze.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Don't move, creep.
Teenagers, eh?
I'm trying to be merciful here, but they're not really...
Drop it, creep.
Oh, look, yeah, when you kill enough of their mates, they suddenly get wise.
Natural life in the
Murder.
life.
Just did him for
Throw away
murder.
the key.
Dredd, Robocop stole quite a lot from Dredd, including Dead or Alive You're Coming With Me. The thing is about the stuff they stole for Robocop, it's really not subtle because it's shit that was like on front covers for the most part, not like stuff hidden in episodes. So like Dead or Alive You're Coming With Me is like a really famous cover from The Cursed Earth. It's like right on the front. Like John Wagner was not happy about that because you know it became this huge runaway hit, Robocop, and a load of it was cribbed. It wasn't well. Basically, Ed Newmeyer was trying to write a Robocop script, and he couldn't get a Dredd script. He couldn't get the right. So Rob Bottin even sculpted a fucking Judge Dredd for a Robocop design. It's pretty fucking brazen.
Available units.
So this is cool, right? You got to do a bank heist or stop a bank heist as Judge Dredd. That's fucking cool. Find some heat sinks in there because I'm Judge Dredd.
Don't move, creep.
Take his weapon, Judge. Oh, he did it. Nice.
Lawbreaker.
He actually did what I said. That was weird.
Oh.
Okay, zoom back out again. Thank you.
Come quietly, citizen.
They will pick their weapons back up if they're feeling difficult. See how many cunts we can arrest with that. Oh no, he's dead.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Alright, sucker's getting arrested!
In the name of the law.
Oi. Well, you tried to murder a judge, so...
Life imprisonment.
Oh, so Worms T17 got to chat to Wagner.
Yeah, Ivan and I have read... that judge is on fire. Whoa, my judge is on
Oh,
fire!
he's angry about
I can't
it.
even piss on him. Should I shout at him till he goes out? Nah, he's not having any of that.
Lawgiver should have water bullets.
A super soaker
Just
mode.
for Super Soaker mode would be great.
Creep. Follow me. Wait here.
Yeah, Wagner is a very short...
Follow me.
No.
Stay here.
Oh, I thought he was in trouble.
Follow me. Follow me.
Yeah, Wagner is not the kind of guy who appears on camera often. I know, like, I didn't know what he looked like until not that long, well, in the last decade or so, because he just didn't really do Comic Cons particularly. Very private dude, but then he sort of. I know, like John Wagner. Alex Garland gave him a lot of airtime, which is kind of cool. And now we're fighting vampires for pretty much the rest of the game.
Well, yeah, there's been a few vampires in Mega City 1 at one time or another, and werewolves,
and
yeah.
aliens, and sentient
Tons of
gorillas,
aliens.
and time-travelling Nazis.
Yeah, rebellious robots. All-powerful mutants.
Clones.
Tons
Clones
of
of all-powerful mutants. I will say this is a fuck of a sight easier on the keyboard and mouse. And you don't really have any concerns about arresting anybody when there's you have to really arrest vampires.
Yeah, true. Well, I guess you could keep them in prison, but
Yeah.
yeah.
You can put a circle of garlic around them. So it's kind of neat that, so basically, if you hold it down, it does that kind of burst fire, but if you tap, you get that. And I like how it vents. Did you notice that? It goes like... Gun's quite cool, but the gun does talk.
Ah, good.
Well, I don't know, sure, the bike talks and the gun doesn't, in my view.
Well,
I'm being
flair.
purist though there.
What's the advert for, Bob?
So there's like a company that revives your pets from the dead, which is a very Dredd World type thing, and the doctor who runs it is made these vampires and the zombies and things. Zombies, of course, also a Dredd thing. And there's one story called The Walking Dredd where Dredd was turned into a zombie. Also, Dredd was turned into a werewolf as well, in Cry of the Werewolf, which is one of just the best things ever. I mean, they just managed to fit all the kind of Silver Age comic shit into the 80s. They did their own one.
Come from.
Okay. Uh-oh, vampire. You leave that chunker alone. So a bit of a change of pace in the old Resident Evils, but still fighting fucking zombies effectively.
Why are you lying down?
Well, you're the only survivor, and therefore you're going to jail.
You're coming with me.
Okay, but when
Lol.
Oh, Sam Montgomery is wondering, did you play Telltale's The Walking Dead game?
I did. I didn't play the most recent ones, but I played all of Season 1 and the kind of interlude, and all of Season 2, actually. I guess Season 3 I didn't play. Yeah, I really, really liked those. Shame that Telltale turned out to be arseholes and loads of people ended up without jobs and such like. That really sucks. See, if this was a modern game, there'd be a reward for surviving, for keeping all the citizens alive. But luckily, it's not a modern game, so...
It's a good cityscape. You know,
Yeah.
it has a nice Mega City 1
They've pulled
feel.
this off. So the thing is, now I know... So Gordon Rennie wrote the novelisation of this. So there was a novelisation. I don't know if it's canon. I know... So, for example, I said before the Alien vs Predator game, Mark Harrison did kind of art design in it. You would assume, because the whole point of the relationship was they could feed back into 2000 AD and stuff. I don't know who, if anybody, from 2000 AD worked on this. I don't see anything particularly evident in it of that. There's no clear... I mean, the general art styles are sort of vague, Jason Brasher, Jim Murray type thing, vaguely, a bit Bisley-esque. It's kind of 90s painted shit.
I'd say the cityscapes make me think a bit Kev Walker-y.
Nice, yeah.
But, yeah, you've got a whole bunch of people that could have been in on this. Yeah, because I'm sure... Well, yeah, sure. They could have roped in whoever they wanted.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't recall. Because again, and I kind of see the Mark Harrison stuff in Alien vs Predator because it's very kind of painterly. And he's a really good fit for... He's a great fit for Predator stuff, I think, and Alien stuff. I think. you know.
Yeah, no, he's got a cool style.
Yeah, everyone, you're under arrest, you bag of dicks.
20 years.
I gotta say, this has got a ton of multiplayer and kind of challenge modes as well, which is very admirable. I think that's a good thing. It's sort of like a Time Splitters light, but naturally I couldn't get. Nobody wanted to play this with me. And let's see also the Road Trooper game. The Road Troopers are way more. Road Trooper is really solid, like in ways that this isn't. And it preempted a lot of stuff. There's a lot of kind of features that end up in Gears of War and such that were defo in Road Trooper first. I reckon.
Has there been any more talk of Rebellion 2000 AD games?
So the Road Trooper Redux came about because they've started allowing other people to license their stuff.
Oh yeah.
So I know the Kingsleys like hinted at another Dredd game, but I don't think there's been anything solid. I think the world needs a fucking Johnny Alpha game, right? Like,
That'd be cool. Because, yeah, Red Dead Redemption seems quite Johnny Alpha-y.
yeah. That's the thing. What kind of I say it annoys me. It's kind of like when the Dredd movie came out. It's kind of like, oh, I hated it. It should be about how the League of Fatties and there's an alien invasion and Judge Dredd destroys the Earth. It's like that was never going to happen. It's a British-produced film for 35 million quid. That was never going to happen. And with the Dredd game, it's like, oh, it's easy. Just make GTA. And it's like you don't just, Rockstar don't just make GTA. They're one of the most resource studios on the planet. Like, don't get me wrong, I would like them to as well. But they don't just pull those out their arse. They've got a hugely involved development cycle, and they develop the engine. Like they released an entire ping pong game just to test their new physics engine. You know what I mean? And fucking Max Payne 3 was just a venue to develop fucking a more robust shooting engine, which they ended up putting to GTA 5. Hey, Dan Lowell's in the house.
Hey.
Oh, Dave Hedgehog and Spud Gun were at Stoke-on-Trent Comic Con. That's fucking awesome. Oh, you motherfucker. Oh, shit. Well, there you go. First of many deaths.
Oh, poor Dredd. He's been through it before.
Yeah, exactly. That is true. Murd the Oppressor killed Dredd. And so did the mutant. But then Dredd from the past come and killed his own zombie because Dredd's nails. City of the Damned game. That's where I'll take Dredd not being a cop. It's a City of the Damned game.
Oh,
That's when I want Dredd fighting vampires. And his own zombie. Like, I can't stress that enough.
That would be a weird game.
Now here we go, look, this is where it's just like, so I press that switch and open that door, so I'm guessing I get up on that galley somehow. Dredd doesn't have a torch, which you'd think he'd have in his little fucking belt.
I'd jump on the robot.
Jump on the robot. Is he even going to jump? No.
Oh, he doesn't jump.
There
There we go.
Oh. Oh, I managed to sock him in the jaw, so there's that. In here? In here, in here, in here?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, oh, you cheeky fuck. Yeah. Yeah, Dan, I just fucking died as you turned up, mate. And there will be more as this wears on. Though I did, I played the last level last night and absolutely demolished the last level, weirdly. Yeah, I don't have a fucking torch, so...
Oh, Hitchens Immortal Rogue Trooper is a Duncan Jones film that is in... It's like being made, isn't it?
Yeah,
or in
yeah.
production.
That's the studio that they bought is...
So
that's going to be their
weird.
first thing. Duncan Jones is writing the scripts.
Yeah, it's so strange.
Yeah, I know. Well, I really hope he pulls that off because I fucking adore Moon and I like source code, but... Well, those of you who remember the review from Ollie's channel, like, Mute was a mess and I really wanted to like it.
But you loved...
Warcraft.
Warcraft, yeah.
I
That's everything you love about movies.
It's everything I love about movies. And like all things I really adore, I just haven't watched it. Yeah, I've got no reason to watch a Warcraft film, you know.
Yeah, I watched about 20 minutes of it. And yeah, I've never played Warcraft, or, you know, but fantasy stuff, I'm quite, unlike yourself, I'm quite happy with.
Yeah, it's more your cup of tea than mine, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's just like, well, this seems fine, but there's nothing you know, it kind of felt like I was missing something, not really having any bearing on, you know, the kind of history, the canon of that kind of world.
I never played those games, and I just don't. I mean, I would say Rogue Trooper is a fucking lock for a movie of all the 2000 premises outside of Dredd, because it's really straightforward. If you stick to the first arc, it's this totally straightforward revenge tale, and it's got room, because I think he's mentioned it being kind of partially in the style of Guardians of the Galaxy, and I don't want him to overreach himself. But it is kind of wacky. There's like a bit where he goes to sort of like a bunch of shell-shocked soldiers live in a permanent disco and stuff, and the other one's in the Napoleonic War and shit. It's full of crazy shit, which is... Oh man, I've got like no ammo left for my Lord Giver. Fucking... Is any of you dead so I can have your bullets, please? She's got a fucking law rod. Give me that. Cheers. Oh, don't take it... I mean, do take it back, but... Would you just hold still? I'm the senior judge. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, she's wily.
Gonna have to mark
her
down.
I got that guy's ammo. I mean, he's unarmed now, but whatever.
That's how seniority works in Mega City 1.
Yes! Suck it, dickbags! Oh wait, is there another one I could take ammo from? Oh no, it's a med judge.
Medical assistance.
Okay. Yeah, Rogue Trooper, it's got loads of wacky stuff in it, and I'm on board if he can pull that off, but it's a big statement. You don't just say, like, oh, it's going to be like Guardians of the Galaxy. It's like, you're making it for fucking 12 quid in Oxfordshire. Let's all calm down. I mean, as well, I love him, man, as well. And I listen to him talk, and as a dude, he just seems lovely. And I adore Moon, like I've said many, many times.
The main holding area. You're gonna have to fight your way to the override panel on the walkway between the guards' quarters.
Yeah, modern Simpsons doesn't rub my rhubarb, or it does rub my rhubarb. I quite like the movie though. There's loads of, because the old writing team coming together. There's loads of classic jokes in the film. Do I watch it again? Not really, but I did enjoy the movie. There's that when that bomb robot commits suicide. That fucking gets me every time. It's like pressure. He always talks about it. I never thought he'd actually do it.
Yeah, no, I've got a soft spot for the movie.
I did have it. I think it got music magpied, but
well, I think it's really rewatchable. You know, it does feel like a big episode. You know, I mean that in a good way. You know, it is cinematic. It does kind of up itself in trying to provide kind of interesting visual stuff.
Yeah.
But it also just feels like, oh yeah, Simpsons gag. Here's a kind of story that goes along, and you've got a little moral thing. It's got some nice music stuff in it as well. Yeah,
great little musical moments. Great cast as well, Albert Brooks and stuff. And I still part of me kind of thinks they should have made Hank Scorpio the villain.
Yeah, I think everyone would have been happy if Hank Scorpio was in, you know, if he was running the EPA, people would be completely fine with that.
I tell you what does annoy me though, is I really hate that they made Schwarzenegger the president.
Yeah,
because surely the whole joke is, you make Rainier Wolfcastle the president, that's the fucking point in Rainier Wolfcastle. You don't need to have if you bring in Schwarzenegger, people won't get it. I mean... And they drew him like Rainier Wolfcastle anyway. So it's like, well...
Yeah, it was... Yeah, it's rather a weird choice.
Oh shit, yeah, I'm totally fucking... Ugh. Yeah.
A bit lost.
Yeah, early 2000s game. I'm lost, no help.
Christian Young made it to a live stream. Congratulations, Christian.
Join us.
But yeah, I guess there might be another Simpsons movie. Tom Hanks is good in it.
Yeah, that's a great little term. It's weird, isn't it? Because I remember like when the Simpsons, as happens with all things, when the Simpsons first come out in the late 80s, it was like there's going to be a movie. Oh, they're going to do a live action film, and there's going to be an animated film, and it never happened. And I remember just thinking, Jesus, I remember just thinking that was a good thing that it didn't happen. And then when they announced the South Park film was coming, like after just 2 seasons, I was just like, no, too soon. You haven't bedded in. And that's like one of my favourite animated films ever now. Like I was absolutely wrong about that. So
yeah, that I felt the same way at the time. It's like, oh, what are they doing? They're just massively cashing in. They're going to make some ropey movie.
Lorod is an excellent anti-Wampir gun. Wampir.
Wimpy.
I love that bit in Preacher, the comic, where Cassidy calls that dude, the vampire guy, a wanker. He's like, is that one of the Slavic words? Wankir? Suck it, Wampirs. Oh, shut it. I'm a Judge Dredd. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Okay, cocky. Why am I armor piercing? Shit. Just whacked a load around there. This is the thing. You can't make a Dredd game and not have a lawgiver. But then you really have to justify putting all the ammunition types in there. So I think in a modern game it'd be like, oh well, you can't get through this door unless you use the high X, or you're not going to shoot him. Oh, this is an armor enemy, you have to use armor piercing. In this it's just like, you've got them all, use them or don't.
Yeah.
Up to you. I mean,
Yeah.
like high X just wanks all your ammo and shit. Like,
Oh no, true. You want a purpose to these things.
yeah. So Vendetta UK. Oh, dude, I'm sorry, I can't read your name. Asked if I played World War Z. Did you know a World War Z game just came out?
I've seen some. I've watched some videos about it.
I had no idea. Like,
Yeah, it seemed to appear from
embarrassingly
nowhere.
late.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be getting great write-ups.
Well, Jim Sterling did it, and he was like, "It's a fucking shameless rip-off of Left 4 Dead, but actually it was quite good fun. Not a badly made game, but like, what the fuck are you doing? The film came out 5 years ago, or whatever."
It's weird.
Very strange, like, because when I saw the thumbnail for that, I thought it was because they've released like the full retail version, I believe, of DayZ, and I just kind of thought, oh, DayZ, okay, because my, as you know, my bro plays a lot of that, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll watch this. And then he started talking about World War Z. I was just like, nah, mate, what?
Yeah, it's that's the thing. Ultimately, a game where you shoot zombies fundamentally sounds fun, but yeah, it seems like a weird choice. The strange fact that World War Z has kind of turned into a brand, not because of the interesting and thought-provoking book that originated it, but just as a logo. You know, the film's a logo, the game seems to be a logo. It's just like, oh, you made a really good name for a zombie thing. We're going to buy that
We'll
off
have
you.
that. Yeah. We're not really bothered about the content or style or intention of the work. We just like the name. I had a dream about you Wednesday night / Thursday morning. It was really vivid but weird, just like a fever dream. I woke up disappointed it didn't happen. Well, Rob Hellfire, I think we all want to know what that was. I assume talking about me, could be talking about you or someone else in the chat.
Ghost busting. That's my guess.
To be fair, busting does make me feel good.
It is natural. It's a natural feeling, Richard.
Oh, well, that's alright then. I was worried it was just me. Get away from me, Flame Boy. Fucking Jesus. Okay, I think I just Judge Dredded the shit out of that. Jesus Christ, boys. Oh, look, they're in ISO cubes.
No. ISO cubes with a view.
What a strange experience once we were talking about Dredd on the other channel when some guy come up and he's kind of like, no, the cubes are a stack of glass cubes, all the other prisoners can see each other. I was like, I don't think they are. I don't ever recall that. It might have been done once in some weird continuity dump, but I'm pretty certain that's not a thing.
Yeah.
Every time you see cubes, it's just like a square prison cell, a cube-shaped prison cell.
Yeah, they're usually a cube-shaped prison cell, but I always feel ISO cubes are kind of ill-defined.
Yeah.
It's usually like small cells, but then there are ones where they have, you know.
Alright, let's Judge Dredd it with some heat seekers. See, that's cool. That's when you Judge Dredd it. Like, some shit goes down, you use your Judge Dredd ammo. Look at that. I just Judge Dredd the shit out of that. Sorry.
Not at all. There are, in some stories, they kind of have their time in the, what do you call it? You know, outside time.
Yeah. But like, I think so.
which seems weird to me. It's like, oh.
Well, because this is the thing, it's often portrayed as 24-hour lockdown, but when because it's an ISO cube because it's isolation.
Yeah.
But other ones show that it's 23-hour lockdown in isolation. They get an hour in exercise yard. So I think the woman that Rico Dredd had an affair with to make Vienna was murdered in the exercise yard. You don't see it, but it's like what we're talking about. That's right. We're talking Dredd deep cuts, yo.
Get over there fast.
Do you know what? There are some good tunes in this. There's actually some like nice little jungle bangers in here.
Okay.
Sometimes it's fucking cool. Wait a minute. Fucking Jesus. Whoa. Oh, okay, that's just a still. Let's just make sure. Right, my chat stopped flowing for some reason.
Okay, I've still got chat here.
I might just refresh on betwixt levels.
Why not? Why not? Why not?
It's the last. Oh.
Oh, covered in vampires.
Yeah. All these criminals are going to survive, but the judges are going to die. Thanks for your ammo, judges. Let's have a scout around so if there's any med, because I am fuck-arsed.
You need some meds.
Need some meds. Let's go and arrest these creeps.
Well, you see, that's the thing. In this game, you're going around handcuffing all these criminals while there's rampaging vampires everywhere.
The first arrest I made, I think, was that fat woman, then a criminal threw a Molotov at her.
Exactly.
it's really... That's the problem with arrest mechanics in games. Yeah, because like I mean, even the 16-bit Dredd movie game had like these little not spaceships, little hoverboard things come and took your arrests away for you, which is kind of cute. But it just got them off the streets.
Oh, Worms T17 said he met the Red Dwarf boys.
Hey!
Danny, Robert, Normal and Doug Naylor, and with his Lego Red Dwarf ship.
Oh, nice.
Now that sounds very cool.
That does sound cool. Wait, was it Nikki's Red Dwarf ship?
Yeah.
Fucking sweet, dude. Tweet me a picture of that. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, that sounds very cool. Because Red
Fucking
Dwarf
great
ship
design.
is one of the best. I love it. It's one of my favourite spaceship designs. It's so cool.
With that big chunk of rock on it and stuff.
Yeah.
Like the art design on Red Dwarf was spot on. They come up with so many great ship designs. I know it's derivative, but that's kind of the point, you know, in these kind of derivative designs of things. But yeah, that ship in particular, like Starbug, great design, and all the random little kind of alien ships that would turn up, or whatever, or droid ships or whatever.
Yeah, really good creativity in that show.
Apparently the original Red Dwarf model ended up in a skip.
No.
It was some hugely vast... I mean, considering, they were doing what fucking ILM were doing for movies, on a cheap... Same stuff, kit bashing and whatnot, and I imagine they learnt a lot from when Star Wars was shooting over here. I wouldn't be surprised. Went to a taping of Red Dwarf once, and I hid that as an immense shame in my adult life for ages, but now I've come back round on it, so it's alright. Yeah, Series 7, the Cassandra episode, from when probably the worst run of episodes in Red Dwarf's history, I think. Oh no, wait, no, it was a Season 8 episode, that's the worst one.
Season 8 episode?
That's the one when they were in prison. They've all got yellow jumpsuits on.
Oh, yeah,
it was
yeah,
when
yeah.
we were when we were in year 11. I'm pretty sure I went, my mum took us better. Right, I'm just going to Alt-Tab out so I can get my chat back. Don't call it a chat back.
Been here for years.
Yeah, weird. I don't know why.
Ooh, Val Verde Broadcasting. Want to know a Starbug fact?
Yes, of course. Well, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, we're all ears. I'm looking forward to that. And also, Matthew says, Richard, will you use your encyclopedic knowledge of Dredd for good or evil?
I'm not sure if I can make a moral judgment on that. I could vandalise the wiki, maybe.
Yeah,
I could
no, true,
write
true.
deliberately inaccurate fan fiction to frustrate people. Googling me search Lego Red Dwarf turns up some great pics.
I might get on that. Like a Red Dwarf.
How many do we have in? Can you see?
I have to get away from Lego Red Dwarf. 36.
Oh, creepy. We didn't have sex or anything. We didn't even hold hands. I was just in the background during one of your It Ain't Break episodes. Duncan wasn't there, and it was just us, and we talked about Cornwall.
I talked about Cornwall.
I love fucking dreams, man. It's just always because I have stuff like that. It's some. I'll always be put into some peculiar situation, but then something really mundane will happen. I.e., talking about a region of England, or it was kind of like, I was on a spaceship, and then I got tax advice from David Attenborough, or whatever. I couldn't stand Back to Earth, Michael, I won't lie, but I thought the first run of Dave episodes, proper episodes, was really, really good.
Yeah.
And then the ones that came after that, not so much. But there was some good stuff in there. There was some funny shit in there. But that first run of episodes after Back to Earth was really good. Oh no, the Dark Judges have escaped. In again because of Dredd vs. Death.
Oh no.
I haven't covered the shit. But
Wow.
I think we've talked about this, but I'm generally of the opinion that I find Judge Death quite tiresome as a character.
Yeah, no, you're not a big fan, which is fair enough.
Don't get me wrong, like I've said this before, Necropolis is one of my favourite ever stories. And the Richard Bryan, but it's just like whenever Dredd comes up, because like with the new movie, it's like, oh, Judge Death should be in it, and I'm just kind of like, really? I'm not interested in that at all. And this game, it's like, I prefer everything have Judge Death in it. Oh, look, Red Bull. Red Bull
I miss that. Sorry, I'm looking at a Red Dwarf Lego model that is almost the size of a kitchen table.
Shit in fucking.
It's huge.
I hope you like Red Bull.
Ah, nice.
I should be getting kickbacks for that. Wait.
What's the other box? I'm sure it's not a real company, but now I'm intrigued.
Right, no one gets arrested. I'm Judge Dredd.
Shoot him.
That'll get those SJS on me.
Transmeg. Not Transmeg.
Transmeg is a Vietnamese man who's never cleaned his glands.
But is a big Red Dwarf fan.
Big Red Dwarf fan. And also makes fridges. I mean, when I'm bored, I like to look into the origins of things, and a fridge brand called Smeg. And it's kind of high end, isn't it, really? Smeg? They're good fridges, from what I understand.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I've never had one, which normally shows that it's a high-end product.
Yeah, no, it is strange. I think I'm right in saying maybe Curse of the Were-Rabbit has like a funny, does one of their comedic company name changes for Smeg.
Right.
And it's like, well, it's already called Smeg.
It's kind of funny enough already, yeah.
Not necessarily a joke for Wallace and Gromit, but it's...
Yeah, I think the most risque joke in that is when the policeman says someone's been arsing around, which I actually laughed out really loud. I didn't think Red Bull was that old. Jesus, Red Bull's been around since, in Thailand it's been around since the 90s. Even longer maybe. In this country, the 90s. So maybe when it was new and everybody thought it was alcoholic. Kids did. And then were really perplexed when we could buy it. The Thai variant's been around, well not variant, Thai's the original one, it's been around like forever. Okay, I don't know what I just did, maybe I lifted a crate up or something.
Dan wants to know your views of Nick Percival's Dredd art.
Someone said they spoke to Percival. Was it Dan? Did you say you spoke to Percival the other day? Because he's having a real run of shit at the moment. He went away for ages and he's just come back in a really huge way with the Judge Death stuff and whatnot. He's often paired into Dredd stuff, and he did the Ennis because he's very much in that kind of painterly thing. And a lot of people came back to the fold in recent years, actually.
Yeah, no, there's been a bit of a movement around the place.
I hate Judge Dredd using this scummy pellet gun.
Ooh, got the Starbug fact for you.
Oh yeah.
Doug wanted the legs on the Starbug to be upwards when flying, but he didn't get the chance to tell the model guys to do that. That would look kind of cool.
Oh, Z says 4 Locos. Yeah, I had 4 Locos when I was in the States. Ivan, would you tell everybody what an Admiral is? Because I think that's ABBA specific.
Well, in Aberystwyth there was a pub called Downey's Vault, and an Admiral was 4 vodkas and a Red Bull for £4, and then for a brief period, maybe about a year, if you bought an Admiral on a Wednesday, you would get a free shot of Jägermeister to go with your Admiral. It was a powerful place and a powerful drink.
Dan Lyle says, I'm not keen on Nick Percival's recent Dredd stuff.
Yeah, it's his style has some of the things that people sometimes complain about, the kind of the fully painted era of stuff. He's, I guess, he's got a bit of a Marmite vibe.
I need to come clean because I kind of gave Ivan a look when you asked me that, and I don't really want to say it because he's drawn more comics than I have. But there are not many Dredd artists that I really don't like. But I really don't like Nick Percival, and I've never got it, and I feel awful. So I feel really bad saying that, as if he's watching. I know at least one Dredd artist subscribes to and watches our channel, which is a ridiculous honour for me. But I've never really got on board the Percival train. However, Nick Percival is a very successful Judge Dredd artist who's come back time and time again. So tells you what the fuck I know, frankly.
He's earned his stripes. That's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. He's got more plays. I had a letter published once. That's as far as I go.
Yeah, that was Badge era, wasn't it? Did you get Badge for that?
Yes, I've still got it upstairs.
Nice.
Yeah, nice enamel badge. It wasn't a LRD. Didn't you have an LRD? Someone had an LRD. I can't remember. LRD is a mug. It was liquid refreshment dispenser.
Yeah.
So sometimes when you got a letter printed, you get a badge. I think now
I
you
never
get...
had a letter printed. I was just trying to think if I know anyone apart from yourself who got a letter printed. Because that was the one issue out of my period of not playing 2000 AD. The issue you got a letter in was the one I bought.
Yes,
It was
yes.
Sinister Dexter
It was.
with the big kind of mutant gator behind him, S.B. Davis cover.
Gunshark Holiday.
Gunshark Holiday, exactly.
Yeah, I bought two. I was so excited. I bought two because that was just one that happened to be in a bag because it had a free gift. So I bought two, and I think I pledged to never open one. I don't know. I'm such an idiot, but it's
a massive honour to have a letter.
It was a huge. It's like because at the time, quite a few people in our school were into 2000 AD, and they slowly kind of dropped off. So a bunch of my mates, but you and I were the ones that really stuck with it. So I think by about that time, everyone else is fading out. But I could show you, just be like, I got a fucking letter in 2000 AD. Andrew Collins, he got a letter in 2000 AD.
Oh.
It's in he was on Comics Britannia. He reads it out. Dan Lyle says he sees Nick Percival once a week. Oh my god. Also says he won't tell him.
Good.
Oh shit, I've got to go up there and find a fucking button or some shit. I tell in this game, in the multiplayer stuff, if you pick up the lawgiver and you're not a judge, it does explode if you try to fire it. That's why there is insane attention to detail as far as the law goes. LORE, not LAW. So guys, if you swear or post a link, your comment gets hidden automatically by YouTube. I'm not hiding your comments, but that's alt-tabbed in another window and I've got the screen on so I can't uncensor them for you. So, just so you know.
Oh yeah. So is it just on fire with terribly offensive comments?
Yeah. No, nothing
sure
yet. People are going to start typing cunt into it immediately, which I wouldn't blame them for.
It's just the way. Oh, what's that little beastie?
He's like a little fucking Star Wars robot, isn't he?
It reminds me of the what are they called?
Gonk Droid?
Ninja Turtles.
Oh, Mauser.
Yeah,
you're gonna spend the rest of your natural life in the
Boris is off. Alright, long flight. Are you off anywhere nice, Boris? Boris got a long flight. Nice to see you, man. Always great to have you.
Take care, man.
Whoa.
It's got a very long flight. My guess is Malaysia.
Oh.
I don't know where he is.
Boris is in. I can't remember, Eastern Europe. I'm fairly certain. That is really offensively non-specific. It covers, a compass quadrant of a continent. Because Boris is in our Patreon, so I expect Boris comes to our chats.
Oh, cool.
Danny Cannon did send a concept poster to 2000 AD that was printed. It's not Clint Eastwood as Dredd. It's he's basically put the Blade Runner cast and Christopher Walken in it. So
brilliant.
Dredd is played by Harrison Ford.
Damn. I want Christopher Walken as Dredd.
Oh no! Yeah, because I think later on they wanted Christopher Walken for Rico. in the kind of movie, because that was something 2000 AD like made such a big fuss about the movie, and when it went to tits like a month later, it just Judge Dredd got pushed to the back page of the comic for like a year because they tried to remove Dredd's association. So they worried it was going to sink 2000 AD. That's the thing with the Dredd film. It's not just a disappointing adaptation. It nearly killed the source material. I can't stress that enough. It's kind of like, oh well, you said this is it. Well, it nearly fucking killed the comic, mate.
Yeah, that is, as a measure of how good your franchise movie is, that is a low point.
Yeah, it's one thing not to portray the characters properly, but to cause them to no longer be published. I mean, the fact Judge Dredd has always been at the front of 2000 AD, with very few exceptions. Except for when that happened, it got pushed to the back pages.
It's a bit like if Garfield 2, A Tale of Two Kitties, caused Jim Davis to burst into flame.
Jim Davis spontaneously combusted at a screening of Garfield: A Tale of Two Kitties.
You know, at that kind of level, you have to be like, okay, this was a bad movie. You know? We didn't succeed.
Whoa, motherfucker! No mercy. They had given up, actually. Let's throw some gas over there. Didn't affect my law meter though. They're trying to.
Don't move, creep.
I'm a big fan of this. I was just thinking again because I think your Dredd game you should be a cop. That's the stuff that I enjoy the most. And I'm a big fan of the SWAT games, SWAT 3, SWAT 4, and SWAT 4 is really kind of like you can't shoot a fleeing suspect in the back. You have to shout a warning before you shoot them, or you lose points. Like cop procedural stuff, a tactical shooter where you're. See, if I was making the Dredd movie game, as in the Carl Urban one, like tactical squad-based room clearing game as judges. Fucking cool with all judge technology and stuff.
Now, is that because you're thinking of it as a Dredd movie game? Or
Yeah, that's specifically if I was doing the Dredd movie game, because it's in a realistic world. Because you could have the slow-mo sequences and stuff. If I was doing the Dredd comic game, I want cop stuff in it, but I want it to be broader and a bit more wacky.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea for Dredd movie game. That makes sense. Keeps it a bit more contained, but it kind of has the feel of the movie as well.
We're gonna throw away the key.
Yeah, because that, as it works well for a movie that wasn't going to have an insane budget, it would work well as a game without an insane budget.
Yeah, it's got more
Lots
of a grounded
lot of
mood.
rooms,
Yeah, the way they made Peach Trees look, you know, that kind of grounded. Oh shit. Man, I've got like fucking 14 magazines for this motherfucker.
As long as there was a side quest where Dredd gets to do a lot of sick tricks on the half pipe.
Hungarian German living in Serbia. Okay, there you go.
Ooh.
Oh, he's going to Canada. Boris, you
Ooh.
lucky bastard. Someone else on it.
That's the opposite of Malaysia.
Weirdly, Boris, one of our other patrons is in Canada at the moment as well. Angelo, who does our thumbnails. So Angelo is on a holiday in Canada seeing the in-laws. So there you go. We've got two Val Verdeans in Canada. Where Ellie started a new job. We helped her out with her application for a new job, and when she got there, she took her. Remember we gave her that Val Verde mug. She took it to work, and like her supervisor was like, "Oh, do you watch Val Verde?" And she was like, "No, I'm the fucking propaganda person." And he was like, "No shit, I watch that channel."
That's very cool.
That's great, isn't it? It's really lovely. And they're just, they're Hertfordshire, so those guys, they're not terrible. This next county over, so they're not far from us. So, which makes that kind of even weirder. Any chance of a wristwatch check, Duncan? Well, Duncan's not here, so no. But I imagine Duncan, wherever Duncan is, he's wearing a nice watch, I would expect.
Unless he's underwater, possibly.
That's true, yeah. But in which case, he'd be wearing a waterproof one to the appropriate distance. I assume. I imagine he's got one. Bollocks, I've got my knickers in a twist here. Yeah, that yellow truck thing, spandex ray gun from the Dredd movie, fucking gets around. I've seen that. I've never seen it in person, but I've seen it in pictures like so many times. Oh.
Big mistake. You're going away for 10 years.
Don't want those
Is this
rubbish
open?
guns.
Oh no, Jackson's lost. Shit. Are you off for a smoke?
Yeah.
Is there any way you could bring us a drink on your way back?
Yeah, no worries.
Much
I might
obliged.
make myself a cup of tea as well.
Truman Cup tea. Ivan and I are getting on the grog tomorrow. We've got a mate coming over for barbecue times if the sun holds. Oh, motherfucker, where do I go? Oh no. It's the problem with these games, this era of games, you know, and it's the way all games were, but if you get lost, it's just like, yeah, fuck you, you're lost now.
Okay, I'll be. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of pop away, get a drink, make some tea, have a smoke. Yeah, but I think I'll be back in 2 ticks.
Alright, I'll look after you when Ivan's gone. Okay, I was just here because I've killed everybody. I came from here because these guys are all fucked. Ah, no. Well, I guess I'm going there. No. Fuck. Bear with everybody. Yes, Omar, good to see you, my friends, as usual. See you soon. Oh, look at that. He bought the drink first. What a gent. I expect nothing less from that man.
So yeah, float around. Oh, the kettle's boiling.
Kettle's going.
Living the dream. No, that giant red dwarf Lego's nuts.
The big ride.
Oh, I don't know who knows. So some of you will have come. We now, if you pay $3 or up on Patreon, you can watch. We live stream our whole shoots. And what you'll find out in 2 Mondays' time is that Duncan now has a dog, and the dog was in one episode because we thought we'd see how that went, and it didn't go brilliantly. The dog, bless him, he'd only met Duncan 24 hours before.
Oh wow!
He'd adopted him for 6 months old. He was, to be fair, he was very well behaved for the most part. But so first episode we did, we did like an audio, and Duncan was on the sofa, so it was all fine. It's when Duncan was separated from him and he's next to me. He kept getting up and trying to go to Duncan and like lick his face for the first kind of 5 minutes, then he bedded in again. He's called Winston, and they adopted him from an old couple that can't keep him anymore. So there you go.
Oh, nice.
Right, do I destroy this? Yes, I destroyed this. Okay. It was even worse when you got lost in these old games and couldn't progress because of a glitch. The awful PS2 Robocop made by Titus. Yeah, I hated that the worst because at least there's now. You know, before. Hey, Carl Rivers, nice to see you, man. Yeah, you know, when it's not your fault, when there's a glitch, there's nothing you can do about it. That's bullshit. Okay, so we get to the.
Run away!
Oh, Gordon Harrott, dude, that's me. I'm Ellie's new boss. She is now officially my new favourite staff member.
Hey, Gordon. Yeah, I thought
Gordon.
when she told me that, I thought that was brilliant. She was like, "Oh yeah, you fucking. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. I guess is she at work right now, man? Because I know obviously it's kind of shift pattern you guys do at the cinema. They work in the cinema that was used as the nightclub in the World's End. You knew that.
Yeah.
You know that already, right? Oh yeah, bro. Nice. Well, cool. I mean, give her a raise. Yeah, Mike, as Michael pointed out, Duncan's first day with the dog. Duncan was sneezing a lot, which is a bit ominous in terms of dog ownership. I'm sure that will sort itself out. Okay, let's fire some MCs on these pricks. But a real uptick in subscribers the last couple of weeks. I know that we don't get many subscribers, and lots. What worries me more is the robust level of unsubscribing, and I don't know what causes it.
Unsubscribing?
Oh, dude, yeah, if you look at the numbers, it'll be like. I mean, don't get me wrong. The subscriptions outnumber the unsubs significantly. Like, so it'll be like you gained 20, but you lost 7. And it's when a video drops, and it's like, well, I guess people are just fed up of our content. One guy felt the need to come into the content and say, your channel's shit, I'm unsubscribing. And it's a bit like, well, I couldn't do anything about that. That guy was just, you know, the fact that he felt the need to tell us just means he's a bit of a prick, so whatever. But it's just from a kind of management side of things, it's like, well, I wonder, because I know there's a natural rate of attrition, I guess. It's all good, I think it's part of the process and stuff.
It's a weird world. Yeah, you know. I don't know. Well, yeah, weird world of subscribing to stuff on YouTube, I guess.
So if you do something polarising like Batman vs Superman or Star Wars, you get a whole chunk of people go in and go out. Oh, what's that spandex ray gun? Rich, have you ever fantasised about how you design a Judge Dredd game, etc., etc.? Yes, spandex ray gun. Yes, I have. Many times laying awake at night. Here's how I do my Judge Dredd game.
Okay. I'll pop for a smoke.
I mean, I think that was a well-timed comment from you, spandex ray gun. So basically, it's mental if you can't do a full mega city, right? That's crazy. It's supposed to be like the whole east coast of the US. I say there's a comic called The Pit where Dredd gets sent to like a sec. It's perfect for a game because Dredd gets sent to a sector of the city, so it's like a city in a city that's isolated by radiated shit because of the war. So you do an open world thing in one sector of the city. You're a cop with cop powers. You can go around searching and arresting people, and it's all about kind of judge corruption and stuff. You have the bike. You can just bike around the city solving crimes and doing side quests. So it's kind of like kind of halfway between Arkham and GTA without the shitty fucking driving sections that you're forced to take in Arkham. You know, it'd be like organic, kind of an organic thing. And yeah, you can cuff people, you can frisk people, you can use all the judge technology, you can use drones and stuff to see all the crimes that are going on and whatnot, and you know, use your visor to see through walls, and yeah, I like that. Crisis and Infinite Dreads. Al Ewing kind of hinted at a Crisis and Infinite Dreads thing, and it's fucking great. So I'm not arresting anyone. It's not, I mean, my score's probably not as good. My law meter is just fine and dandy. Thank you very much.
Greetings, fellow worshippers. This is Nicholas, your high priest. At last, Judge Dredd and his lieutenants are free to purge this planet of its greatest sin.
Yeah, Z, since you're here, I mentioned this to Dan already. I really want to do like a showcase of like art people have sent to us, and I know you did that kind of fan art of me as a Dredd once, but if you want to submit something, just let me know. So Dan, it was on the stream, and I'm going to do a proper video about it. Hey Birdie, stop doing crime! Well remembered, Matthew. Yeah, I want to do an art showcase. Dan did this fucking incredible art for Duncan's birthday, and I want to showcase that. And Morgan Eardley did our new channel art, and as someone who does fan art, I'd like to get in. Your Rubber Bandits fan art was great, by the way, mate. I really like that. You did a good job, madam. Right. Whoa, fucking lasers. Hey! Hey, buddy. Stop doing crime. So they're red, the background is red. But anyway, yeah, I'll probably announce soon that I want to do a kind of art competition. Well, not even subscription, but like an art thing. See you, Boris! Enjoy Canada. Whoa, you punk bitch. So the music is quite good. It's a tune, it's a pumping tune. Oh, sweet, sweet strongbow. Where's Dijon Coleman? You still in the house, bro? What's going on?
How's it been going? Have you died?
I have not died.
Hey.
So that's good. I think I'm doing better than I normally do on this game. I tend to sort of stink it up. Richard, what team do you support? No team at all. I don't do football. If that, I assume that's what you're referring to. But no.
There are only teams in football.
Huh?
All other sports, they're called compadres.
Compadres, super best friends. Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that guy won't die. Some kind of immortal fuck. Man, these guys are tough as nails. Old boots and such.
Ah, Dan and AK have done some Instagram artist follow backing on each other. That's nice.
Mate, Dan's portraits are fucking... Did I show you the Spock and Kirk ones?
No.
You saw the Duncan one though, didn't you? I showed you that. That's probably
yes,
good. Mate,
indeed.
his Spock and Kirk are fucking so good, and it's mixed media. It's beautiful.
Looks like the dark judges have taken physical
Yeah,
form.
Dan did a wicked portrait of Duncan. And it just blew my mind. There's a nice picture of me and a picture of Holly in there as well.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, really cool. And actually, Dan, I recycled your envelope so I could post some comics out to somebody. It's quite useful. There we go, another level done. Say what? What's the time? How are we doing for time?
It's 10 o'clock, 10 past 10. 2,111 years of sentencing.
Oh, that is a lot. I didn't even arrest that many people. There's a lot of murder. I just can't be bothered with arresting. So this is probably my favourite level. This is the Ryder Mega Mall. Michael Kingston. I did a film degree, and I've never seen The Godfather, and I sort of like keeping that going. It's one of those irritating things that you're supposed to watch. So I don't really mind that much about gangster narratives. You know, and Francis Ford Coppola has a very patchy career anyway. I should watch him, but I've managed to come this far. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah, that's something I'm quite good at, never seeing classic movies. I think, yeah. Let me see. Well, never seen Godfather, never seen, well,
Bad Boys 2.
no, seen Bad Boys.
You've never seen, but
Seen Titanic. I'm not saying it's a good movie, but it's a movie a lot of people have seen.
and at the time, it was kind of every fucker saw that. Remember the girls in our year kept going back like time and time and time again. At least the girls in my kind of friend group, they would have saw it like 5 or 6 times each.
Yeah, well, I remember, I think there's a cinema in Cork where someone kept on going to it, that I think in the end she was given like a free pass. She ended up seeing it so many times, they're like, look, you can just see it for free
okay,
now.
we get it.
We don't want you spending all your money.
It's costing us more in staff hours selling you tickets.
Never seen Citizen Kane, Gone with the Wind, Magnificent Seven.
You've been sat in a room with Citizen Kane for 5 years.
This
It's over there.
makes
Citizen Kane is one of those. I mean, I just watched that. I watched it in the context of that era of cinema. I watched it in class for the first time. I fucking love it. It's just such a great movie. But yeah, so what else were you saying?
Gone with the Wind.
Okay, Gone with the Wind. I mean, Gone with the Wind is it's fine. It's too long. It's kind of good and everything. Singing in the Rain. I think it's a legit great movie. As someone who hates musicals, like I've got loads of time for Singing in the Rain.
I did have a... I don't know, it felt weird to me. I think it's a lot more normal. I was chatting to someone recently and we watched Psycho 2 earlier this week, was it?
Yeah,
or last week?
Very recently, I'd say.
And I mentioned it to someone and they're like, oh, I haven't heard of that. And I was like, oh, it's the sequel to Psycho. They're like, no, Psycho, I don't.
It was shit.
And I was like, oh. But then on the other hand...
It's maybe not shorthand in the way it used to be.
Yeah. It's not a film I'd expect people to have seen, but I kind of expect them to know of it.
It's sort of like Breakfast at Tiffany's. You know what I mean? It's one of those ones that's like the amount of times you see posters for Breakfast at Tiffany's, but then the amount of people who've actually seen that, fuck, wow, okay, this is the most I've done. The amount of people who own that poster but have seen that film is very disproportionate, I think. It's a cool poster, you know. There's a bit of design. I'm not against people owning posters from they haven't seen it, you know, if they just like it aesthetically. I mean, like fucking Saul Bass, man. Like, all of those Saul Bass designs are fucking amazing.
Super dude. Oh yeah, The Shining. Never seen The Shining.
You never seen The Shining?
No.
Ah, that surprised me.
Yeah, no, a lot of them. Got a bit. Oh, I've watched some classic movies in more recent years. Like Third Man. Finally watched that.
Harry Lime.
It's a very cool film. I'm not surprised it's a cool film.
Yeah. And isn't Harry Lime turns up in League, doesn't he? His character.
Yeah, he turns up in what would it be? Maybe Centuries.
Have you seen Matter of Life and Death?
No, haven't seen Casablanca, but it's got mentioned here as well. Never watched Casablanca.
Have you seen any of the Powell and Pressburger movies, like The Red Shoes or
Don't think
Colonel
I
Blimp?
have. I really should.
Well,
I've got them all down there.
you've got them all.
Yeah, Or a big bunch of them. I got
Really?
them as a Christmas present. Yeah.
What? Oh, I've got Life and Death and Kind of Blim. Like, fucking amazing films. Man, if you ever want to watch Powell and Pressburger,
Yeah.
I love The Archers, man. Like, they're amazing movies.
No, yeah, I've very much been meaning to.
It's the kind of shit. I would love to cover more stuff like that on the channel, but people just don't watch it. The idea is when we have a big enough following, well, if we ever get a big enough following, we can do that stuff and take that hit. Because we've had someone saying like, "Oh, why do you keep doing all this stuff?" It's like, well, I did fucking Cat in the Brain, and it got like 1,000 watches. And I know the 1,000 people that watched it enjoyed it, but it's not. We need to make it sustainable. It's really fucking frustrating, to be honest, because I don't want to be fucking lumped in with a certain other channel, let's say.
Well, it's difficult to the balance between giving people what they're looking for and giving people things they might enjoy. It's YouTube's a big farm of stuff, and a lot of it. Well, yeah, it's a tough old monkey.
That's it. We'll get there. I hope we'll get there. I hope.
Someone mentions never seeing Rocky.
Fucking love Rocky. Oh, I like all of them. Well, maybe not Rocky 5. But apart from that, I
Rocky
love them all.
5's, well, yeah.
Rocky 5's
easily the worst one.
Quite easy. So all of the others have something going on in them, and particularly the kind of mad cartoonishness of Rocky 4 just works on so many levels. Just because it's this insane ham-fisted propaganda, but it's also the product of this fevered ego. And watching the Rocky films is like cutting Stallone in half and counting the rings. You know what I mean? You can see the kind of non-assent of man in it. Black Narcissus, I believe that is a Powell and Pressburger, yeah. Pretty certain. Yeah, Monkey Shines, yeah, nice.
Monkey Shines, that's awesome.
Problem Child 3, that's the one without, I think that Problem Child 3 has Gilbert Gottfried in, but not even the kid came back for Problem Child 3, I believe. Problem Child's odd, because I fucking loved Problem Child 1 and 2 when I was a kid, and that's one of these things now that just might as well not exist.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of them.
Oh man, Gilbert Gottfried, Michael Richards. It's about, it's the Dennis the Menace, Bart Simpson, rude kid
Okay.
phase of movies. And like Michael Richards, I think, plays a serial killer. And who's the guy from, I can't remember his name, bless him, John Ritter. Passed away. John Ritter's it's about a couple that adopt a kid. He has like this horrible, mean shrew of a wife, and they want to have a kid, and the kid's awful. They get the kid from the orphanage, and Gilbert Gottfried helps them get this kid, and it's just the worst kid in the world. And he idolises this serial killer or killer or whatever, or criminal that's played by Michael Richards, and he runs off with him. John Ritter goes to get him back, ends up dumping his horrible wife, and the kid bond and blah blah blah.
Sounds interesting.
It is. I remember at the time being quite cool because it was quite rude and quite rough, like quite nasty. Well, not nasty, but sort of, a good level of cynical. But then I haven't watched it for a fucking long time. And again, it's as a kid, it's why we all lapped up Bart Simpson when he first came out, and we were all into Dennis the Menace, as in the proper Dennis the Menace, not the lame American Dennis the Menace. There we go. There we go. There she blows. I gotta find out, where's that power box? Shit, okay.
Gotta find the power box.
It's over here somewhere. No, I did it like last night. What have you got goodies for me? There we go. I'm a Judge Dredd.
So after this mission, how do you think Judge Dredd is going to relax?
Well, those of us who've seen the Frank Quitely painting of him in his bed in his nightcap knows that Judge Dredd relaxes by reading the Book of Law. And also that time, do you remember the musical episode where Satan is in a cell next to the Angel Gang? And they abduct. That's great. Like Satan abducts Dredd, or the Devil, who is separate from the Satan and Anderson, I suppose. He abducts Judge Dredd to go sort out, because the Angel Gang are keeping him up, and Judge Dredd in the shower wearing his helmet with Eagle Luthor reading the Book of Law, and the devil abducts him and teleports him to the Angel Gang cell to sort him out, and then Dredd has to fight the Angel Gang and the devil just with the Luthor bollock naked. I'm trying to think, what's the other thing? Is it like the Resident Evil movies where she has to fight everyone naked or whatever? It's not a new, it's just showing how tough your character is, isn't it, when you just drop them somewhere without any of their gizmos. And
I remember that's where, or a situation like that is where I stopped watching DOA when I attempted to watch the
beat 'em up of the film with the beat 'em up?
Yeah, where Holly Valance is, I think, being interrogated by some policemen after coming out of the shower in a towel.
Holly Valance, though.
And then she throws the towel up in the air and beats him up before the towel then falls to the ground.
Oh, yes, of course, infamously.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And I was just like, oh, this is
that sounds
complete trolley.
I mean, Holly Valance, but
beautiful lady.
I've just noticed my law meter's in the middle because there's no one for me to arrest. So it's just, I think there's some 6 for me to save. Look, there's some 6 in there. Oh no, there's crims. Them's crims.
Dun dun dun.
Oh shit, there's no glass there.
Oh.
Okay, oh great, my law meter's up. Have you ever seen Stay Tuned with John Ritter and Jeffrey Jones?
Yes. I haven't seen it in about 20 years. Or even longer, actually. Yeah, that was a weird film.
Fucking weird movie. Great concept. Yeah, fucking weird movie. Because it had like do you remember they get trapped in a Wayne's World parody, but the Wayne's World's are zombies?
No, I don't remember.
Yeah, there's a bit where they go into, which sort of dates it quite neatly, but
yeah, so for people who don't remember, it is a family by cable.
They get sold cable by what I think is the devil, who's played by child pornographer Jeffrey Jones.
Yes.
And yeah, when they use the TV, they get sucked into TV programs, and it's kind of parodies of famous TV and movies, but it's lethal and everything's trying to kill them. Because I think he puts like an enormous comedy satellite dish on their front lawn.
Yeah, I'm sure it gets hit by lightning or, some sort of evil black magic-y type thing. Yeah, no, that was a weird film.
I'd like to see that again. It's a long time since I've seen that. I used to love it as well. It's this kind of off-the-wall thing that wasn't on very much.
Yeah, I wonder why they don't put it on TV anymore.
Well, the thing is, Jeffrey Jones is one of these people where...
Yeah, he still gets work, doesn't he?
He just gets away with it. Yeah, I'm sorry, Matt, I need your gun. You are definitely going to die. Oh, do you really need that? I don't think you need that. Thanks very much. I like the drips, that's cool. The Rebellion Alien vs Predator has a disco level. Oh yeah, the zombies dance, that's right.
Good old dance.
You having a good night? Got any water? Got any chewing gum, mate? I make that joke every time.
Yeah, Stay Tuned had a Chuck Jones short in it. Did
it? I don't remember that. Well, actually by Chuck Jones?
Well,
I can believe it.
Yeah, because I remember a bit, I didn't know it was him or not, but I remember a nice bit in it. Let's see, I'm going to try and find out. On the old internet.
I think I talked about Chuck Jones with Toby, which is my segue to say that I've got Toby coming back soon. Possibly his kids. It's Easter, so he's got to look after his kids, but in a couple of weeks he's going to come back. We're going to talk about the Italian Job, which I'm quite excited about. He wants to he wants to talk about Texas Chainsaw, which I'm not nuts about, but I'm going to rewatch. Texas Chainsaw is something that fucking film studies every film studies teacher ever had. Like, what fucking love Texas Chainsaw. Keep in mind, Toby is now teaching, like, I guess 18. Well, he was always teaching 18-year-olds, but he's teaching 2019's 18-year-olds. And he showed him Texas Chainsaw, and the consensus in the room was that it's not as scary as Insidious, which I really like, because generationally that's probably very true. But yeah, they dropped Insidious on him. It's quite funny. which I haven't seen, so I'm not gonna. And I'm not the hugest Texas Chainsaw fan. I'm gonna rewatch it for Toby's sake, because that would be very rude. Right, I've got to get these fuckers out. Right. It's 2 sets of twins, Ivan.
Hmm?
2 sets of twins, I got to say.
Ooh,
That one looks like Grant Morrison / me.
it does look like that Morrison statue.
Needs a beard.
Grant Morrison. Maybe all the characters are based on creative talent from 2008.
Oh look, I just touched my mic.
Dredd, we're about to open the gate, but we
Well,
don't
I
know
think
what's on
we're
the
gonna
other
lose
side.
your gun.
I know I've nearly got max. That would just be cruel to take that. You got some fucking. You guys got some fucking stuff. Open the gate, Judge Ding Dong. I should have listened to him. Oh, so when you said we, excuse me, Judge. When you said we have to open the gate, you meant I have to open the gate. Don't crick your neck, you tosser. You'll get send you to Titan, Ding Dong.
Yeah, trying to look cool.
Oh, I have to put this.
There's even 2 of them. You could have done one.
Exactly. You could have done some tanks. I mean, everybody's going to die because there's vampires right here. And if I'd known that, I would have told them to stay. Don't stand next to the things I'm trying to shoot. How about that? I mean. Okay. How do you like? Whoa, my sits are on fire. Oosh, oosh. Right. Well, fucking Jesus.
The boys from Tech Division have opened up the doors to the main hub. Let's move.
Yes, indeed, the royal we. Having done a film studies A-level, both Texas Chainsaw and Amityville are dead to me. Welcome, Ben. I'm not sure I clocked you earlier, Ben. Ben comes to Patreon chats as well. I'm not sure if you made it to the last one, dude. It's nice to see you again. I know you've been to a few streams. Right, what are these fucking tossers? I got. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
So who are you looking for?
Whatever the objective is. Oh, okay, you leave this week. My dick bag hostages with
There
fucking
you
dog
go.
meat. Fucking.
Those guys.
Yeah, these assholes.
Oh, look at that. Is that a dead medic, Judge?
Certainly is.
Poor geezer.
Right, well, come with me for a bit, but don't come all the way, you fucking
Come with me. Follow
knobheads.
me. Follow me.
Follow me. Follow me. Follow me. Right, down here. All here. Ugh, one of them hasn't even.
Wait here.
I mean,
Wait here.
the AI in this game is fucking shocking. Right. I may have not clicked on him, so, you know. In a cold hard light of day, when people are watching this back on the stream, they can go, well, Richard, you just didn't click on him, did you? Oh, man. Vic Reeves' paintings just keep getting better and better, and he's selling them framed and shit.
Ooh, how much?
I didn't even
Crazy
look. I
money.
didn't bother looking at the price, mate. To be honest, they were fucking great. He's done loads of ones of superheroes in the toilet, so Batman and Wonder, and all, you know, all kind of warped and grotesque. I mean, they're so good.
Oh, that Judge was pretty rubbish.
Yeah, he can't even operate a switch. Whoa. Okay. Yes. Don't mind if I do. Okay, fuck faces.
Zombies, follow me. Come with me. Follow me. Follow me.
Lead the way.
Follow me. There's a new Oddworld game, Michael.
Yeah.
It's quite exciting. I've always been a fan of those. I mean, I think the 3D Abe game was, you know, not great by reputation. Okay, is there a switch? I'm pressing the button. Okay,
Wait here.
I can hear
Wait here.
vampires.
Something wrong? Follow me.
Oh.
Stay here.
Sure?
Follow me. Wait here.
Oh.
Did I do something wrong? Here.
Okay, I think we found a solution. Don't be getting murdered, you clowns. Alright, I'm leaving you there, because I'm not going through all this shit again. Oh, we're back where we started. Okay. And that guy just went on fire? Oh, that judge shot me from the incendiary.
Okay. Yeah. Where are they going then?
Right. I've just had to grade 34 Essex on the semiotics of Blade Runner. Oh, Ben, if Toby was here.
Like that.
That sounds like all of film studies.
Come with me. Follow me.
Fucking, oh god, yeah. I did sort of jokingly chide Toby about that a little bit. Sort of like, now you're in my house years later, I can just be like, dude, for fuck's sake. That'd be a Blade Runner shit. Just obsessed. All 3 years of the course, fucking Blade Runner. And the A-level. I mean, you know, at least I'm in a position now where I get to say I'm using my film studies degree. Which is not a thing a lot of people expected to happen. That's right, I'm using my film studies degree to play 15-year-old Judge Dredd games. Blade Runner explains. Matthew Parker's on point with shit clickbait. The ending of Blade Runner explains. Oh, I'll tell you who explained the end of Blade Runner. Fucking Ridley Scott through his creative choices. How about that?
Wait here.
I don't understand.
Follow me.
Oh, I got to take him up there. Okay.
I thought I was going to die in
Oh wait, no, this
sewers
prick.
hellhole.
Come with me.
Okay.
Lead the way.
Okay. Oh, I think it's glitched.
Uh-oh.
Wait here.
Follow
me.
I reckon if
Aren't
you
you?
shoot one of them,
I thought I was
there's a
going to
chance
die
it
in
might
this
solve it.
consumer's hellhole.
Not like severely. A light shooting. Oh, there we go. Stun gas. I'm sure that'll do it.
No.
Oh, you're going to arrest him.
Taking a 3 month vacation to the Cube. Come with wait here.
Oh, oh.
Follow me.
Oh!
There we go.
Yes! She doesn't have to get arrested. Fine, I out-glitched the game.
Well, you can unarrest the other ones, can't you?
Nope.
Oh.
I'm Judge Dredd. Once I've done the crime.
Control to Dredd. Tech Division has run tests on the vampires and the undead.
The original Blade Runner is great. It's not that I don't like it. I do like 2049 very much. I thought 2049 was really great. You haven't watched that, have you?
No, I haven't.
I think I actually like it more, to be honest.
He was last
I
tracked
really,
by
really
the
liked it.
facility
But there you go.
out by the western perimeter of the city.
Well, yeah, Blade Runner's not a film I have strong views on. It's kind of
Yeah,
like, saw it and was like, yeah.
It's one of those things that people fucking bum, and it is great and everything, but I don't have the love for it that other people seemingly do. And you know, look, fucking technically, it's incredible.
Yeah. The stuff they're doing. Jeez.
Is this a smokatorium? Just the hospital.
Ooh.
Man, can I open the window? I'm fucking roasting up.
Yeah, go for it.
It's been a while since we've had to say that.
I always feel John Carpenter's The Thing is the worst of all the clickbait always appearing in my YouTube recommendations.
Not going to argue with that.
Well, so I don't get a lot of Thing stuff on YouTube. I can imagine there's a shit ton of it.
It's all the kind of, I think what Matthew's getting at is all the kind of, the ending of The Thing explained, you know, which is just kind of like, So I saw one like the end of 7 explained. It's when there's nothing needs to be explained. It's like, what are you adding? I don't understand. Oh, the hospital, this level is pure cop. I can arrest this robot arbitrarily.
Oh, this level is really hard to figure out what to do then,
It
isn't it?
all fucking looks the same.
Yeah.
This is where you fight Judge Mortis, I want to say. Could be wrong. This is a lift, right? Motherfucker. There's a button in here. There we go. Oh, okay. This is Dr. Icarus. This is it's not the hospital. It's the pet area.
Yeah.
Security breach notified. Unauthorized access to laboratories detected.
Yeah, Nathan Snyder. The ending explained. Watch the movie and pay attention. Precisely, Nathan. Thank you. The movie explains the movie in most cases. I get it if it's something that's got some crazy cryptic ending. I get that, and sometimes people just want like a Cliff Notes version. But it's when you're kind of trying to sort of explain something that doesn't need to be explained that's very irritating.
Well, like, I imagine a month ago there were Captain Marvel movie ending explained movies, and it's like, well...
Yeah, the ones that they tie into comic lore and they're assuming you don't know the comic lore, which is fair. That's quite common, but it's sort of like yeah. I mean, if in doubt, just go to Wikipedia. But I don't know, I suppose people just want that essentially read out for them. Come on, you can. Yes, suck on that. I'm a Judge Dredd. Excuse me, everybody, I'm a Judge Dredd.
There's a channel and every video is labelled ending explained, but all he does is give the synopsis of the movie. Yeah, that's the kind of weird...
Like, I just hate these videos when it's, yeah, like... I've found, like, the channel is kind of... They label it as analysis, and it's just reading out a synopsis. And it's like, you don't know what analysis means. Like, I don't... Oh, God, this is going to sound really cunty, but, like... look, I hate to say this, but I'm just going to say it. I have 3 years of training in critical analysis. That's why I presume to do what I do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've written critical essays. I'm not saying you have to do that to be able to do that, but just reading out the fucking Wikipedia for Predator 2 is not analysis. You know, and I hate when stuff like that is labelled as analysis. Or like, you know what, some deep cut lore analysis of how the xenomorphs got their penis heads. Like, that's not analysis, really. That's kind of, I'm not saying it's not valid, but don't label it as... And when it gets labelled as film criticism, and it's not film criticism. Like, there's not even a film in question in the example I just gave. Something from a film or whatever. Anyway, that annoys me. And that's buried enough in a kind of long stream that hopefully most people won't hear me say. But that's why there's one of the reasons I got fucking Toby on as soon as I could, because he's a fucking learned dude, you know what I mean? He's a fucking academic in this field, it's his discipline. You know, he's got real fucking critical chops, and I learned a lot of that from him anyway. And then you get Brad on, guess what? Brad's directed fucking movies, like, you know, don't get me wrong, like Duncan Rule, for example, hasn't, but he also has a degree in film, you know, like, oh, fucking hell, Jesus. I'm not saying, like, Dredzo. Anyway, those are my thoughts. I've stunned the chat into silence because everyone thinks I'm a cunt. And they're not wrong. Oh, you're not my side, that makes a little more sense. I thought I was saving you, because...
Scientists have to die too.
Like a scientist, when I'm applying this.
So does that mean you should kill the sleeping scientist? Or?
Oh, I should have burned. Should have gone full. Walking Dead and killed him in his sleep.
Yeah, well, Walking Dead. We didn't watch a whole half series.
After fucking a decade of diligently tuning in like mugs.
Yeah.
We're gonna throw away the key. Oh, whoops. So you or me? I mean, that guy's dead either way.
Yeah, those vampires are pretty mean-spirited, I'd say.
Yeah. Kind of fucks the balance of the game as well, because if you arrest anyone, you can cuff them. And those shit fucks are just gonna kill the shit out of them anyway. Kind of... Fucking landing a punch is just the worst as well. Oh, dude, guys! Okay, let's do something fucking Judge Dredd-like and... no! Stuck in the scenery. I just wanted to high X this. Didn't really work how I wanted it to. Ah. Okay, no, there was less splash damage. Yeah, Spanix Ray Gun, nice to see you, my friend. It's like watching a Dredd version of a Half-Life level. Yeah, I'm not going to argue with you there, Nicky. That is not far off at all.
Okay, ta-ra.
I was a beta tester on a Half-Life Dredd mod. There was what was that called? There was a Half-Life Dredd mod, and bless them, like it was fucking. They did a good job considering how small the team was. I got if I was a beta tester. Can't remember for the life. Oh, I think it was called Judgment HL, and that was the same thing. Like if you picked up the Lawgiver and you want to judge it, blow up and shit. It was fucking neat. It was cool. Yeah, Spanix Ray Gun. Good to see you, dude.
Take care.
What brings you here? Icarus, I'm shutting this facility down. It doesn't matter. The serum is perfect.
Uh-oh, the final face-off. A kind of Dr. Robotnik.
Or Rick Sanchez.
Stop me now.
That is an enormous story. See, you can't. Ivan can't hear it, but he's just got like. It's like the wacky comedy voices in this are just like. I get like this because they're going for kind of Silver Agey funny Dredd, but they don't pull it off because it's like, oh, the Ryder Mall, like Winona Ryder, because she's a shoplifter. The Nixon prison because he nearly went to prison because he's bad. And it's like, yeah, I kind of see what you're doing, but. Yeah. You spend so much time in this game killing fucking vampires. Oh, seriously, oh good. I'm down to this piece of fucking shit. This is all going to be fine. Shit. Shit. How many modes has it got? It's got 1 mode.
Yeah, it doesn't look great.
This is another thing as well. It's like for Lawgiver ammo, they very much stick to this sort of in-universe thing that, well, only judges have access to Lawgiver ammo. So when you go out into the field, you run out really quickly. Which, to be fair, was a plot point in the 2012 film. And they run out of bullets. Like, wait, what? It's going to blow? Oh man.
Oh. Well, looks like Professor Farnsworth.
Yeah, good shout.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a classic game of this era. As I've said before, just running around. I don't know where to fucking go now, man. Guess this way. Nope, no jumping for Dredd.
Ooh, this way.
Go. Go.
So lab 3. What were you in before?
This is where I came from, so this is where I triggered the malarkey. So maybe I'll go up here. Oh, okay. I should have just come back on myself.
There we go.
Please give me some help from this dog shit of a pistol.
Going anywhere, Dredd. Find another way out.
Oh yeah, I remember. So you've got to backtrack through whilst the environment you've already been through gets destroyed. Yeah, you know, that's a game.
It's all good.
Don't dead open inside. Oh fuck. Oh good, I've got 23 clips for this piece of shit. I should be grateful. Could have nothing, I suppose. Oh yeah, let's get you out to the death cult area. Please give me the bit. Oh no, it's a grenade launcher. Fuck. Fucking, I don't want to buoy off the Lawgiver in case I get some ammo for it. Please have a machine gun, fucko. I'm begging you. I'm desperate here. There's a fucking grenade launcher again. Crime is life, the sentence is fuck you, you dick. Oh, yes! Yes. Now we've started. Need to find a dead or indeed an alive judge so I can take his gun. I saw a meme, and it's a very apt description, a meme that described Judge Dredd as too angry to die. Which is very, very good. Like, that is a very good description.
I'll
Yeah,
give these
too angry to die is pretty fair.
Yes. See, in the world of Garth Ennis Dredd, which is its own thing to be discussed, I guess, in the Johnny Kiss thing, painted by Nick Percival, this Judge Dredd's been crucified, and he waits for a vulture to come and try and eat him, and then he bites its neck and drinks its blood. It's fucking... That's so fucking Ennis Dredd, but it's like, yeah, that's the most ridiculously massive fucking ridiculously nailed thing. The thing about this is like, you know, you can tell people to surrender and they will throw the guns, but if they just get caught up in the gunfight, it doesn't matter. But then again, that is kind of the way it sort of goes in Mega City 1. And as I kind of said, the sort of arrest and disarm mechanics are kind of pointless. Like, they don't really add anything. There we go.
Only 410 years.
12 minutes that level. I don't know if I might finish this, I don't know. I mean, we're probably about halfway through, I think. Thank fuck, I've got lawgiver clips, Jesus.
Well.
So yeah, the heat seekers are just straight up useful. Oh yeah, look at this, Ivan, this will interest you.
I won't be getting my check up here.
It's a stub gun, kind of. Not really, but look. I remember it, I'm pretty sure, like most weapons in this game, it's not much fucking cop. And I'm pretty certain the last time I tried to play this beginning to end, this is the level that where I just got stuck and annoyed. At these fucking mugs. Cheek it out. Save me some effort. Oh, pardon me. Please enjoy my cider pouch. Whoa, motherfucker, there we go. Took his fucking head off.
Yeah, no overheating, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, because the I think the Judgment mod had the stun gun. Had the stub gun.
Oh.
Yeah, this is Nicky kind of like a free radical. It's like a not as good free radical game, and when you get into all the arcade modes and the multiplayer, it feels very much like it's aping time splitters. Like if Free Radical made a Dredd game, ironic, you know, annoyingly they're not the studio that bought Dredd, but well, which would be really bad because they folded. But you know, there is that. May not love all of Free Radical Rebellion's games, but they're still fucking going. So. Jesus, it is all kicking off. Oh, that's it. You come into, I think the kind of perps of fighting the death cultists. There we go. Oh yeah, that's that janky little kind of space pistol thing.
Neo-fascist oppressor.
Oh, have you seen the glorious trailer for the spin-off of Fast and Furious with Statham and The Rock?
Hobbs and Shaw?
Yeah, I haven't.
I haven't. I've seen people getting quite excited about it. I mean, I've not watched any of those. I watched a bit of one with you once on telly, but it was halfway through.
Yeah.
I don't have an opinion either way. I've always found it really cool how they just sort of went from that kind of scummy street racing franchise into this massive sort of spy thriller action spectacle thing. You know, fair play to them. I haven't watched them. They look dumb, but they kind of they clearly know that they're dumb. I mean, that's part of the fun, right? Like,
yeah.
I don't think they're supposed to be taken seriously because people like to sneer at those. It's kind of like, it's kind of epitome of a dumb blockbuster. I mean, if you expect anything else from it, then that's on you, really. I mean, it's about people who can basically, I don't know, backflip cars or whatever.
No, yeah, it is what it is.
You need to
Yeah,
find the computer
very much
mainframe
fair
that
enough.
controls the elevator.
But yeah, I've tried to watch a few of them and just can't really get into it. But yeah, it seems to do what it does competently.
Yeah, I'm in no rush, but
Yeah, seeing the trailer for the last one and seeing him drive around on ice when there's a submarine shooting a torpedo at him or whatever. It's like, oh, good on him, you know.
and then introducing Statham. Kurt Russell was in one. I can't hate that. I think I remember when they came out because they were car racing films.
Oh yeah.
And there was that kind of culture of like thick car racing Barry dudes.
Yeah, yeah.
And it all got stuck in with that. And the first one was kind of dull to me, to be honest. Hold on, guys. Oh no, I think I might get shot at. I'm just going to alt tab to bring my chat back. My chat went. Okay.
But yeah, the Fast and
please,
Furious games, films. Yeah, when Tokyo Drift, when that came out, I just thought that name was so stupid. I was like, no film should be called Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Uh-oh.
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 Is it all gone?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Okay. Uh-oh. Well, they come. Yeah, I might have broken the game. It's fine. Okay. Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties. Everybody hold tight. Oh, God.
Hold tight.
Hold tight, the 616. Big up. There, so there's a delay, so everyone's just about to come into the...
It'll soon drop.
Oh, God.
First Fast and Furious was a piss-poor rip-off of Point Break. I can imagine that, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue with that. Okay, even okay, game has crashed. Everybody hold tight. Ivan's going to entertain you. I hope you're enjoying that still.
It is a great still, as you know, as far as things go.
Go close that way. So I can't access the task manager.
Uh-oh.
That's slippery.
Well, just think of the film Hackers. I'd give you a can of Jolt Cola if I had one.
Ah, sweet.
But sadly not.
Okay, well, everybody... Okay. I've got the background... Shit, my whole other screen is frozen.
Floyd says, have you tried turning it off and on again?
I mean... you joke.
No, indeed. You know, the IT crowd taught us all a valuable lesson.
It's true. It is true. Go on. Die. Time for a no damage S rank Claire B run. Oh, flaps. Oh man, this is totally crapped out. Oh shit, even my fucking task manager.
Uh-oh. Do you
Why
think
is...
it was because the game was too good?
I think it might be that, yeah. Fuck. I probably am gonna have to reboot. Shit, that's gonna... you fucking... Oh! This is why you can't have nice things. Okay. Why is this happening?
It looks like Ryan Ricardo might have just jumped into the...
Oh, Ryan Ricardo! Oh no!
Infortuitous time to do so.
Very much an infortuitous time. Let's close Steam. Maybe that will help.
Yep. Download the megabytes. Download the mainframe. Top tips.
Okay. If I have to reboot, I'm going to come back. Oh, why is that? I've never seen this before. Fucking shitty ancient game. Oh, fuck. Why is it doing this?
Yeah, so for viewers, it is nothing wants to respond.
It's, yeah.
The bits and the pixels are everywhere.
I can't do anything with it. That's fucked. Let's have a live commentary for the final episode of Discovery. Oh my god. Windows EXE has stopped working. Oh, let's see. Oh no, I can't do anything. Okay, look, I'm going to have to stop. I have no other solution. It's fucking crapped out my whole computer, which is pretty astonishing, all said and done. Okay, right. I'm going to have to reboot. I'm so sorry. It's going to be like 5 minutes. We'll be back up on the main channel, so hang tight. We'll be back in a minute. I'm incredibly sorry. Ending stream, and then we will continue.